Hello, Jim Howard here in Fort Worth, Texas. Today's date, it is May 13th of 2021 and it's 11 p.m. Um, the CDC here in the United States, Center for Disease Control, now says that if you've been vaccinated, and that you've had both the shots, if it's one where both shots are required, if you've gone the amount of time after you have the shot, and if you're getting two shots, then you have to go that amount of time and then take a second shot. But if you have your vaccination and it is, current, effective, and what have you, you no longer need to wear a mask inside or outside. Now, of course, this is the United States of America, so you don't want to be attacked, you don't want to be shot, you don't want to be knifed, and you don't want to be spit on or, whatever. So use your use good judgment. If you go to an establishment, a business, or whatever it is, if they've got a sign on the door that says you have to wear a mask, then, put the mask on. Then when you go inside, uh, go over to the information desk or whatever and say, ask them, hey, the CDC has said, and I'm vaccinated and I have my card and whatever, but don't go in there, don't go busting in there and say what the hell's going on. This is blah blah blah. Use your common sense. Any business, I'm sure can say you have to have a mask on. Period. Just like any business can say, you have to have you have to have a shirt on. Things like that. So just but anyway, this is a start. This is the beginning, and I've been vaccinated with both my shots. Sound like a dog or something. I've had my rabies shot and my flea shot or something. So it's a good step. I hope things work out. I haven't read this story here or anything, but I got a feeling that it's going to be, well, we've been recommended for years or whatever to get a flu shot every year because of the flu. And then I forget how often a pneumonia shot I think it's if you're old like me, I believe. They recommended whatever, I don't know what the time, whether it's a year, 2 years, 3, I don't know what I just comply with it. So there's the flu shot, there's the pneumonia shot. I didn't really know anything about shingles until a few years ago or something, and if you're, when you get, well, I guess it's primarily something that I guess shingles is something that's in our system, all of us. We all have it laying dormant in us, ready to be activated, and especially when you get a certain age, the medical people recommend that, you get a shingles shot. And I guess shingles is, you break out. I've had my shot and a booster. Yeah. Well, that's the way it works. You get the shot, and then I forget how 30 days or whatever it is, you come back, or what, maybe it's 2 months, whatever it is, you come back and you get the booster shot. I'm not sure if you have to get another one. I think that might be the end of it for for shingles. But shingles is, I guess, you break out in blisters or whatever, and if it can, you can break out, I guess, in your eyes, or I mean, it can be bad. So that's something, be, you know, use some common sense, folks, here, please. There's so many people that are looking to argue, you know. I feel, I feel sorry for the, like retail. Well, I feel sorry for the hospital people have had to work through this epidemic, and I feel sorry for retail people and restaurant people, and there's a lot of. It's hard enough to do your job, and you have to get to work, you have to do the job, and all that type of. But you have to put up with all the rest of this stuff. Retail workers and people being attacked by people who don't want to wear a mask, and I wonder if there's anything good going to come out of this. I've in the past, I'm sure you have too. You maybe watched movies or you know things of Japan or Korea, places where somebody over there in the past, if somebody had a cold or something, they'd be wearing a mask, or if they didn't want to get, they'd be wearing a mask, and it looks so strange. And maybe, and that would be good, perhaps here in the United States, if we could get to the point where if we had a cold or a temperature or something, if we would have a box of masks and put one on and go to work. I kind of feeling no, it's not gonna happen much, but that would actually be good. But I admit, in the past, looking and seeing like people, some type of a news story or something or other about an earthquake in Japan or something, and you'd see these people wearing a mask and it'd be like, what's going on, So maybe there'll be something. Well, there's not going to. We've lost what, like is it 500,000 people? Oh, have died. Tremendous loss, and a large part, if not almost all of those, totally uncalled for. If the situation had been handled correctly, in the beginning. And I hope that we can pull together somehow, so when something like this happens again, or something comes up, no matter what it is, that I watch a lot of I'm sure you do too. Watch a lot of YouTube videos. And last night I saw the dog ones and the cat ones and all that type of stuff. And then because I've watched some in the past, I got a whole bunch of the videos of fire department responding to fires, and so many people are there, with their cell phone up there, getting as close as they can to the fire, and way too close. I mean, move back out of the way, get totally out of the way, give the fire department and the police department all the room, more room than they need. Get out of their way, move back, but they won't. I was watching one, and looked like they were nice houses and expensive houses, and people were really, standing in the street, especially one person, and they had a flashback of it. I don't think the firemen had even gotten into the place yet. It was this house was really going, and the flashback came, fire, smoke, everything came out, and it looked like the roof actually left it up, but I guess it was just coming underneath and a bunch of people were yelling, "Get back, get back, get back!" But there was one or two people that were just standing in the middle of the street. And then too, what's terrible is, you know, uh, something happens. Somebody's getting beaten, stabbed, or whatever. And I know because now, everybody has cell phones, but the police department gets, a lot of calls. But there's a tremendous number of people that are just making a video, and you wonder, is somebody really calling? And is somebody really calling, maybe the people calling are hysterical and not giving information. But these other people that are there, want to make sure they get the video. Maybe one of those people should stop, and maybe they would be the kind of person who could call and coherently tell what needed to be told, I don't know. Let's see here. By the way, we live in an apartment complex, and as soon as this epidemic started, naturally, the office here, no longer could you drop off mail there, no longer could you pick up mail or packages, because in the past, packages could be delivered there, and then you could go pick them up at the office or whatever. I actually would prefer the packages being brought. But you'd have to pick up. Sometimes especially FedEx, would be bringing in something big or heavy, and they would drop it off at the office, which means you have to go down to the office and get it, rather than bringing it to to your door. But anyway, the office here went to that you had, of course, to have a mask on. When you came in, you had to wear it the entire time you were in there. No more than 3 people in there at a time, and all type of rules. So it's going to be interesting to see what they're going to do with the now. You don't have to, wear a mask. I think they'll continue because both of the women who work in that office are really nice people, but one of them has some serious medical problems. I mean, really serious medical problems that are serious, and I think they may want to keep. And two, I've had the vaccines. I never go outside without my cell phone. I don't even go to the trash container without my cell phone. If I went someplace outside without my cell phone, I don't know the phone number that my ex-wife has here at I don't know. I pay for it, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. I don't know my own phone number. I don't know my doctor's phone number, anything. All the data is on the cell phone. I don't have to remember anything. It makes it easy for a dumbass like me. But I don't carry my billfold if I go to the mailbox or if I go to the trash containers out there. When I first collapsed, that would be what, over 10 years ago, just before closing time for Walgreens, and it's about 2.5 blocks away from here, 3 blocks. I decided to go to Walgreens to pick up some Coke and some candy or something. And I've told this before, but as I was walking across the parking lot, I felt, and I was thinking, man, I feel great. I feel like, when you're a 10-year-old boy and you go outside and you run all day long playing guns and cowboys and Indians and cops and robbers and all that kind of stuff. I felt like I could, be Superman and jump over high buildings or whatever. Went in and picked up a few items, and it was just a few minutes before closing time, boom, the next thing I knew, I was on the floor saying, "What happened?" And they said, "You fainted." And I said, "I've never fainted in my life." And I started, trying to get up, and they said, "No, stay down, stay down." Um, oh, so anyway, I said to him, "I'm fine. I'll just call my son and uh, have him walk down here with me because I'd walk down there. And they said, "Well, we called 911," and then about that time, the fireman came in first, and I said, "No, I'm okay." They said, "Well, let us check you." So they checked me, and I forget what my pulse rate was. It wasn't very good. In other words, my heart was not beating very good. It was barely beating. And the fireman said, "This is what it is." And I said, "I need to go to the hospital." And they said, "Yeah, you need to go." But anyway, when I got to the hospital and, the emergency room, and I got admitted, and I got taken up to the floor, and they brought me a gown or whatever. And I didn't have underwear. I hadn't wore underwear because I was just going 2.5 blocks. I had pants on. I had a shirt on. I had pants on. I didn't have underwear on. I just went down there, and I was planning on coming right back. And the nurse, who was in, checking me in, when you get up there on the floor, they have to ask you all the questions that you already been asked, all that type of stuff, and check things and all that kind of stuff. And then I said, I'm not sure if she handed, I can't remember the exact details, but, and I said, "Well, I don't have any underwear, And maybe she said, "Okay, you can keep your underwear on, but you need to put the gown on," or something. I said, "Oh, I don't have any underwear." And she looked at me and she was like, why weren't you wearing underwear?" Oh. Why would I be wearing underwear, So, I guess I should have said, well, when I go out and I want to expose myself, it's easier if I don't have underwear on. I don't know what she wanted me to say, but I'm looking here at the. Well, I guess I don't want to make this into a big production. Just primarily want to mention the new. Well, I guess let me see what it says here. Stores are responding to the new. Maybe they're going to say something in there. I don't want to hear Dr. whatchamacallits, Dr. Koopa. I have great respect for doctors, nurses, everybody, I don't have respect for TV doctors, TV psychologists, and those kind of, I don't have, are you a medical person or are you, a TV performer? Let's see, CVS, Walgreens, and Macy's said they are reviewing their requirements for facial coverings following the CDC's guidance easing mask wearing for people vaccinated. Oh, okay. So, yeah, it is going to be, I can see, well, it's going to be, I don't care what the CDC says. Our headquarters company in Pascagoula, Mississippi, they're the ones that decide whether people have to wear a mask or not. Okay, CDC also says people will still need to follow workplace and local business mask guidance. Oh, okay, so that's what I said, but okay, yeah. So yeah, you do. If there's whatever it is, if there's a sign, and if the security at the place or whatever it is. Okay, representatives, I'm jumping down here for Kroger's, Home Depot, Starbucks, said they will keep their policies mandating shoppers and employees wear masks. Great. I mean, that's good. Let's err on the side of safety. Let's go with that way rather than being frivolous and just, oh, okay, well, let's do this, do that. Let's err on the side of safety. Anyway, thank you. Oh, wait a minute. No, I can't do that. I got to show you all my camera settings. That would be a waste of all the work that I do if I didn't let you see all of the camera settings. I think I have, which one is this? There we go. These two, the last two of these are kind of interesting because here you see the raw video, but in this one here, I've got the filter turned on that takes it out, the background. Anyway, thank you very much for watching.